Okay, so this video is about section 6.2, adding, subtracting rational expressions. So basically the idea is we're going to combine these two rational expressions. Now, when we combine rational expressions, the first thing we got to do is make sure that we have a least common denominator. Now, in this case, we just so happen to have a common denominator here of 3a squared. So what we can go ahead and do is we're going to combine those numerators over a common denominator, 3a squared. So 10 minus 13 is equal to negative 3 over 3a squared. Now, this 3 here will cancel each other out. So we're going to go ahead and cancel that out. So what we're going to end up with is negative 1 over a squared as our final answer there. Okay, so this one says perform the indicated operation. Alright, so once again we have two rational expressions that we're going to combine through subtraction in this case. So the first thing we got to do is find the lowest common denominator, and that would be the multiplication, the product of both of these denominators, which is here x times x minus 18. And what we're going to do here, so we would take x times 1, then we would take negative 1 times x minus 18. What we'll do is we'll just do this right here, negative x minus 18. And we'll continue on with this. We'll distribute that negative, so it'd be x minus x plus 18 over x times x minus 18. These x's here are going to cancel out. So what we're left with here is 18 over x times x minus 18. Okay, so now they're getting a little more complicated, but what we want to do again is find a least common denominator here. And the least common denominator is going to be x plus 5 times x minus 2. And what we're going to have to do here is multiply 7x times x minus 2. Then we're going to have to multiply 5x times x plus 5. So we're going to go ahead and work this on out here. We get 7x squared minus 14x plus 5x squared plus 25x. And then again, this is all over x plus 5 times x minus 2. Now we're just going to combine like terms in the numerator here. So 7x plus 15x, or 7x plus 5x is 12x squared, and negative 14 plus 25 is positive 11x, and this is all over x plus 5 x minus 2. So there we are, and then that's in lowest terms. Okay, so this last one's a little more complicated. So what we want to do here, first thing we want to do is rewrite this a little bit. Because remember, we've got to find the least common denominator here. So let's just rewrite this first term. And then the second term here. And notice what's happened if I were to factor out an x out of this denominator here. I would get x times x plus 3. So now I can tell what's happening here. My common denominator is x times x plus 3. So what I got to do is take 2x plus 3 times x and 6 times x plus 3. So that'll be my next step here. So I take, so this is all going to be over x times x plus 3. And then the numerator is going to be x times 2x plus 3 plus 6 times x plus 3 minus 9, and then it's already over x times x plus 3, so we leave that the same here. So our next step will be to distribute and to multiply those out. So we're going to get 2x squared plus 3x plus 6x plus 18 minus 9 over x times x plus 3. So now we'll just combine our like terms in this next one here. So the 2x, so the 2x squared stays the same. 3x plus 6x is 9x. 18 minus 9 is 9. And then this is over x times x plus 3. So at this first glance we might say, well, we're done. But remember, we got to get this in lowest terms. So the thing that we're going to do here is we're going to factor this numerator and see if anything cancels out like we did in section 6.1, I believe, was where we simplify rational expressions. So here we go. So what I'm going to do here is erase this and bring this up here so we have a little more room to work this out. Okay, so I've rewritten it up here. Now what we're going to do is try to factor this numerator and see if anything cancels out. And since our leading coefficient is not 1, let's just use the AC method on this. So AC equals 2 times 9 equals 18. And then we list our factors of 18, remember? 1 and 18, 2 and 9, and 3 and 6. We're looking for factors of AC that will add up to the middle term of 9. And these two will do it right here because 6x plus 3x equals 9x. So here we go. So we're going to go ahead and factor this. So remember, we rewrite our middle term here using what the factors that we found when we did the AC method. So we're going to rewrite that middle term. And this is over x times x plus 3. There we go. X times x plus 3. A little bit hard to write with this pen, but we'll go ahead and go with that. And remember, then we group it, remember. So we'll go ahead and group this. Alright. So now we'll take out the greatest common factor in each group. So we'll take out a 2x in the first group. And then that leaves us with x plus 3. And we'll take out a 3 in the second group. And that leaves us with x plus 3. And remember, this is all over x times x plus 3. So we could go ahead and factor this further. We've got 2x plus 3 times x plus 3 over x times x plus 3, and the x plus 3 is going to cancel out. 2x plus 3 over x, and now we've reduced that and we've performed indicated operations and everything that we needed to do to get to that answer.